Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to narrow it down to 10 minutes. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of jargon or technical information, which you can look up yourself. You find out that I'm on the ball. And if you have any questions, you put it down below. All right? Okay. I say welcome to light and dark because it's good on the light and it's good on the dark. Darkness always use light as a manipulation to pull in as many souls as possible. So you have to learn how to use the dark side and avoid the trappings of cunning individuals. Not by math, but by trying to use common sense if you can. Okay. But any old way, this video is going to be about souls, okay? Old souls. Okay. Let's start from there. Let's start from basically doing some research on reincarnation. People who had past lives, okay, like such as myself, okay. I had a past life of when I was a little girl, an Indian girl, and I got stabbed in the chest. I think I told you that before in one of my videos, okay. And also I had a video of actually some new lives can become old very quickly, okay, depending on when they enter this realm or when they were thrown into this realm. Remember I told you about the past in one of my past videos about the reasons why we're here, okay? It could be an alternative meaning, okay? There's different ways of why we're here and what the purposes of why we're here. The good way is that we chose to come here and God allowed us to come into this world, okay? Remember that. And the only way to get out is to complete your mission, okay? And to evolve to the best of its ability for your experience. The middle way is basically we was genetically created through evolution and creationism. Through the genetic higher species, people call them the Anunnakis or whatever, alien grays or whatever. They did over billions of years of experimentation. Different chromosomes and shit are missing from animal to creature and species. And the last reason is basically we were forced to come down here to live in a limbo-like state, okay? Into the abyss because we're all demons, okay? We all carry a flesh, a vessel, okay? That's why some of the alien graces, this is only the flesh. They don't even care no more because they all realize we all trapped in this illusionary world, okay? Like David Icke, he believed we're in an illusionary world. Where everything is really technically an illusion, no matter which realm you go into. So it doesn't matter how you think about it, reality or real, okay? Now, if you truly want to know if you're old soul, you have to realize that the more common sense you use, the more you realize that maybe in your past lives, you realize what common sense is at a very early age. Very early age. Like myself, when I was 7 years old. 7 years old, babies. 7 years old. I realized what common sense was very quickly when I started asking them, what is this Holy Spirit? People was jumping around, spinning around me. In harmony and in sync. There's some flies flying. I hate fucking flies. The bells about them. Demon fly. Demons are flies. Okay. But people spinning around and stuff. I'm like, what is that, Mom? Is that the Holy Ghost? When you ask questions, you tend to have an older soul. Okay, especially at a young age, I have far surpassed those areas. I'm exceedingly educated on many different euphoric actions and people who have very weak-willed minds. Okay, so I asked my mom about questions about Jesus. I said, if Jesus is powerful, why did he die on the cross? And I didn't at that time. I didn't know nothing about no Sheba or anything. But basically, if you're old soul, at a very young age, you start asking questions. Okay, you start picking apart certain things. Let's start from there. Okay, you can remember your past lives. You tend to be eccentric. You don't really hang with most people because most people are very. I think they're most likely to be new souls. They're new souls coming in. Okay, and if you can remember just a few of your lives, some people say they, Sylvia Brown, even though I know she's a fraud. Okay. James Rudolph said it, everybody, but it doesn't matter. But her book was pretty interesting, saying we all have like some spirits beings around us and shit like that. And she said, always keep open mind about certain things on the other side, but keep it simple, keep it sweet, keep it simple. Use common sense. There's a possibility for all sorts of things. Maybe no matter how little, 0.111, there's a possibility. Just like science say there's a possible God, okay? So you can only say there's a possible God. You can't say there is no God, okay? Absolutely no God. You can't say that. You can't say there is a God. You can't say none of that either. Agnosticism and Gnosticism always are on those pages. Lack of knowledge or the limitation of the knowledge, okay? Of limitations, what humans can see, okay? Let's use common sense with that, okay? And I'm not talking about atheism here. I'm just talking about old souls. So if you have an old soul, you tend to ask more questions. Okay? A lot of people are not old souls. They're new souls. They're fresh souls. devoured souls. Like me, and on the other side, I'll be a soul devourer. I'll be your Jesus, your Allah, your Shiva, and your Krishna. A shifter. That's the best thing to be. I want to be that so I can obtain your soul. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. You're gonna lick the shirt. You see, this is a game. We are all in the game. It's all about death, okay? You have to celebrate death, not in a wicked way, but in a more justifiable way, with the open third eye, okay? You know what I'm saying? All my chakras, all 7 of my chakras are already in sync when I was a child. Maybe because I was abused. Maybe that has something to do with that, okay? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was because of that. I kind of do research on that all the time. Maybe because I was young and I was like locked up in a closet. I never really, I had a perfect life because I was locked away from the world. And when I got out in the world, okay, the world kind of rejected me. It didn't really accept me too well. A lot of females especially, that's where the weakness of the world is, lack of love, okay? So now we have a lack of love, now we have prostitution now, okay? So the first thing is that you tend to ask more questions, okay? You know what common sense is naturally when you start from a young age. Now, if you just happen to find about common sense and logic when you're older and shit like that, like 30 and 25 and shit like that, then you're a new soul. Okay, how about that, okay? You see my gray hair? You see that? I have wisdom, more wisdom than you, babies. Okay? I told you, stop looking at my lips. You white women and your black women. Okay, I know you want me to go down there and lick your lips with my lips. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm already taken. And plus, you don't want to be married anyway. You don't want to be tied up with me and then I lock you in the house like a trap queen. You don't want that shit, okay? That's too much order. That's too much happiness, You don't want too much order and happiness in your life, okay? But old souls tend to ask questions. Some females are called Indigo children, like myself, I could sense something, around some people and something like that, But of course, James Rudolph will probably destroy me, like, oh, you don't sense gender, you know what I'm saying? Probably I don't. Probably it's all in my fucking mind when I hear voices from every different direction and some shit. I don't know. But anyhow, let's see, old souls tend to ask questions. You tend to kind of like know things. You tend to be gravitated towards psychic things, like my voice told me to go up the hill and get a car for $1,000. And I said, no, that's impossible. I'm arguing with my goddamn self. Okay? I got terrible fucking credit. I went to school and I'm not using my degrees and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Old souls tend to be isolated from the world. Okay? You're not extroverts. If you're an old soul, you're not an extrovert. I'm just going to tell you like that. When I see people out there and they rich and shit, what kind of things are they doing for society as a humanitarian? Old souls are usually number 9s. Numerology. You know about numerology? You should try to study of I should make a video on that shit though. Numerology. 1 means selfish. 2 means you need love. You got friends and you need friends. 3 means you have friends. 2 means you need love. 3 means you have a whole lot of friends coming your way. 4 means analytical, but you have you lack. You're analytical. You're a teacher. 5 means chaotic. That means you're lucky though. Number 6 means you're nurturing. You're a mother, okay? Number 7 means you're unknown, okay? That's an alien, different type of alien number, 7 is a special number for some strange reason. And number 8, that means you have no spiritual security, but you're great in prosperity, okay? That's actually the darkest fucking number, an 8, Omega sign. And number 9 is the humanitarian, which is the greatest and the most positive of all. Okay, a lot of savants and autistic people see the number 9 flashing, okay, in their minds and shit like that. There's people who can memorize numbers and stuff. The old souls tend to calculate things a little faster, okay? And also, some souls who are actually slower, kind of like myself, tend to know things on point, okay? You know what I'm saying? Just on point, okay? But other than that, that's what I wanted to say to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. That's the beginning of the end of an old soul. Because I knew I was an old soul. I was just like, hey, and when you're an old soul, you tend to don't want to be here. You're kind of like, I know why. I'm 40% happy in this life, 60% sad. It's kind of like you're not really truly happy here. This is not your position. You are a god on, holy shit with old souls. You know if you want to come back here or not. That's how much control you have. Your mind cannot be erased if you're a true old soul. Okay, you just remember shit. You just don't lose that 1% of memory on the other side. You just don't lose it. You just use that common sense and you just come up with it. And that's a dangerous fucking thing for old souls. Alright? So peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. Now you understand what old souls is. They sometimes have special abilities. They're more introverted, not extroverted, okay? And if they are extroverted, they want to help the world to get out of this trapped, dimension, cursed, beautiful world that we live in. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. Welcome.